Buenas noches. What up?
Buenas noches.
¿Qué tal?
Muy bien.
Got cold out.
¿Cómo?
It got frío afuera.
Un poquito.
How was your day, Mario?
Good. And yours?
Had a good day.
Good.
Any day I make money is a good day.
That's good. Oh. No. Oh, Mr. Alange. Mr. Alange.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hey,
Hi.
neighbor.
Hey.
You've been running, Harold?
Busy. I was at the Dodger game last night. I came home really late, and then I had to go to Rancho Mirage like at 6 in the morning. I just got back.
Oh, God.
Why'd you go out to Rancho? You had stuff to do at the house?
Yeah, just to see if they finished the work, which they did.
Miracles.
Yeah. Well, this time I was smart. I did not use an Israeli contractor.
No, out there it's all Latinos.
Yeah. No, this guy happens to be he's an old white guy. He's been there like forever.
I didn't know there was any white guys at work. Amazing.
Yeah. He's the last one. He told me he's the last one. But our gardener's Latino, our pool guy's Latino. Let me think what else. My wife is Latino. My kids are half Latino.
Right. Did she teach the kids Spanish?
My kids? No.
Yeah.
She tried to teach them Yiddish. So they speak English with a Yiddish accent now. Know what I mean?
Who's that?
My kids.
Oh,
No, they don't know any Spanish.
no?
No. My kids, no. I know your
Shambles.
kids do. Your kids know.
Yeah. Elsa doesn't want.
We're on Gimel Amud Beis, Masiv Rav Yosef, Biyom Esrim Va'arba L'Chodesh, 24th of the month, Bashishi, Bishnash Taim L'Daryovesh, in the second year of Daryovesh. Daryovesh is the daughter of Achashverosh and Esther,
Son.
the son of Achashverosh and Esther, who finally gives them permission to. Koresh had given permission. Koresh, who was before Achashverosh, in the year 516 BC, had given permission for the Jews to go, but they never really started building the Beis Hamikdash. The Beis Hamikdash was built on the command of Daryovesh, the daughter of the son of Esther and Achashverosh.
We're in Dalit, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Uksiv b'shvi
Oh, okay.
b'shnayim shtayim be'eser b'chad chodesh. Now, in the 7th month, and we said if Tishrei is the month for the kings, the year should have turned from the 2nd year to the 3rd year. So we're back to that in Rosh Hashanah is Nisan. How do you explain that? We said by the non-Jewish kings it should be Tishrei. Koresh melech kosher haya. Koresh was considered a good king. Lefichach manu lo kamalchei Yisrael. He was counted like the Jewish kings.
Is that who they call Xerxes?
Harold, the names are Tachshashta, Koresh, Daryavesh. Many Persian kings had the same name. There's Xerxes 1, there's Xerxes 2, there's Xerxes 3, there's Darius, there's Cyrus, and there's multiple different ones.
Like a Paro, I got you.
Yeah, no, so we explained that it's a confusion, but basically the original Koresh was before Achashverosh, then Achashverosh, then Daryavesh.
The guy from Waco, those wackos in Waco that got burned to death.
Yeah,
His name was David Koresh. I wonder if he took that name for some reason.
I'm sure he did, because Koresh is a positive biblical figure. Masking Rav Yosef Chada, if it's correct what you're saying that they counted Daryavesh like a Jewish king, Dim King Kosher Krayadodi, there would be a problem with Psukim. T'chsiv. V'sheyetzi beis Adona ad Yom Tlosa L'Yera. That this Beis Hamikdash will be finished in the 3rd of the month of Adar, which is going to be the Hishnash Sheish L'Malchus Daryavesh Mag, which would be the 6th year of Daryavesh. The Tanya Bosas Malashana Ba Allah Ezra Mi Bavel Galusuimo. In that time, Ezra Soifer went up from Bavel. Uksiva Yavo Yushalayim B'Chodesh HaChamishi Shnasa Shvi Lamelech. He came up in the 5th year, which is now the 7th year. We've all of a sudden switched from the 6th to the 7th. But if you're telling me they counted from Nisan, it should be a Misa Shnasa Shminis B'Bal. It should be the 8th year, not the 7th year. And V'od Mi Dami Hasam Karesh Achad Daryavesh. One pasuk refers to Koresh, one pasuk speaks to Daryavesh. So the Gemara says, here's the punchline. Tana, who Koresh, who Daryavesh, who Artasha, same person. This Daryavesh Hasheni was called Koresh, he was called Daryavesh, he was called Artashasta. Why? Koresh HaMelech Kosher Haya. Right? The word Koresh is a play on kosher. It's just the resh comes before the shin. Artashasta is the name of his malchus. Umashma. Daryavesh, his name was Darius. So Mikol Mokom Kasha. But we have a problem that on one source, it looks like the Rosh Hashanah is Nisan, the other source it's Tishrei. Rav Yitzchak loy kasha. Kan kodim sheichmitz, kan lacha sheichmitz. This Koresh Daryavesh Artashasta king, he went bad. So prior to going bad, he was counted like a Jewish king. After he went bad, he was counted like a Goyish king. Masking Rav Kahano mi ichmitz. Who says that he went bad? Mahaksiv, and now we go to Daled Amid Aleph. We need the birds and the rams in order to offer. They're going through sort of an inventory, the things that they needed in the Beis Hamikdash: melach, salt, chamar, wine, mashach, oil. According to the desires of the Kohanim in Yerushalayim. They shouldn't forget bringing this. So he was a Yerei Shamayim. How can you say that? He's obviously trying to make sure the Beis Hamikdash has what it needs. I'll show you that you're not correct. Why do you need his korbanos? I want you to daven for the life of the king and his sons. So you see, he's not offering the korbanos for Hashem. He cares about his own thing. Frag the Gemara, man David achilav ma'ayisahu. Who says that offering korbanos because you want good for your family is a bad thing? Vatanya. I'm giving tzedakah b'shvil sheyichud bonis so my children will live. Or b'shvil she'eskebol chalav haba, I'll go to olam haba. Is it tzaddik gomor? He's a tzaddik. So why? Because Daryavesh wanted the davening to be for him and his son. Why should that be a problem? Like kasha, kan b'Yisrael kan b'nochri. That means a Jew can ask for his children, but a non-Jew should do it all l'shem shamayim. I'll give you another proof that he became bad. That the wooden wheel, the nidbach tichada, and made out of wood, the nifkasam in beis pachat is yoiv. It should be given by the wood and the stones. It should be given by the expenses of the king. Lama le David. Why did he build the Beis Hamikdash from stone and wood? Lama le David achi savar. Koresh felt imardu beyudoi. If the Jews rebel, I'll come and I'll burn it down. That's why I'm building it partly of wood. Freit the Gemara atu Shlomo David achi Shlomo Melech also used stone and wood. The aksiv shloisha turei gazit. 3 layers of stone, the tur krusas arazim, and 1 layer of wood from cedars. So Shlomo Ovad Milmala. Shlomo had the wood on top. So that wasn't a fire threat. V'iyu Ovad Milmata. But Koresh had the wood on the bottom, which would be more prone to burning down. Shlomo Shaka Bevinyana. Shlomo sunk the wood into the foundations of the building, but Iyu Lo Shaka Bevinyana, but Koresh did not. Shlomo Sadya Besida, Shlomo sort of secured it with cement. Iyu Lo Sadya Besida, but he didn't secure the wood with cement. I'll bring you another source that Koresh went bad. What's the shegal? He had a dog, female dog, that he would have relations with. And a Bnei Noach can't have relations with an animal. So he went bad. The there's a pasuk in Ezra that you're sort of fighting against the master of the universe. And you and your wives and your pilagshim are drinking. There's a pasuk in Daniel. You can't refer their shigla to be a dog because v'shegel kalbasa bas mishtiach chamrihi. Dogs don't drink wine. Must have been a queen. So the Gemara says, "Haloi kasha demafal oveshay." They taught the dog how to drink wine. Elameatu d'chsiv b'nos malachim b'karusecha nitzva shegel mincha b'kesem ofir. This is a pasuk by David HaMelech, referring to a Jewish king. The shegel kalbazi. If a shegel refers to a female dog, my come of Vasal Navi Yisrael. What nevuah is being told to Klal Yisrael here? So hachi kamar b'schar shechaviva Torah Yisrael keshegel of the chachavim. The reward for Klal Yisrael having a devotion to Torah, the way the goyim have a devotion to immorality, schisem lekesem oifer, you will be zoichet to great reward. If you want, la'olam shegel malkusi. Shegel does not refer to a female dog, refers to a queen. But Rabbi Bar Lima Gemara Mirla. So, but Rabbi Bar Lima had a Masorah that here there was a dog. The dog for Daryavesh he was close to the dog as he would be connected to his wife. Or he put the dog in place of the wife. So that's another source that he went bad. Ad ksaf kakrin meya, 100 talents of gold. Vatchintin korin meya, 100 bushels of wheat. Vatchemer batin meya, 100 batim of wine. Vat batin meshach meya, olive oil 100. Umolach diloy kasav, salt beyond discussion. Meikar below kitzusa, v'ashta b'kitzusa. Initially, when he said what he was going to donate, he didn't give any limit. Now there's a limit. Maybe initially they didn't know how much the Beis Hamikdash would need. That's why he didn't put a kitzvah on it. So that's a good answer. There are other sources that he went by, we still remain with. Okay. Then we said Rosh Chodesh Nisan is Rosh Chodesh for the Regalim. Freit the Gemara, Regalim Bechad B'Nisan, the Yontif is not the first day of Nisan, it's B'Chamish Asra B'Nisan, it's the 15th day of Nisan. Rav Chizda Regel Shabo Rosh Hashanah Regalim. It's the Yontif, which is in the month of the Rosh Hashanah Regalim, which is Nisan. Somebody makes a vow to bring a certain gift to the Beis Hamikdash. We need to know when the Rosh Hashanah is to trigger the law of Baal Ta'acher of bringing your korban late. Rab Shimoni, it's based on Rab Shimon, this Tanya. Whether you make a vow, whether you're magdish something, whether you give an erech vow, kivin sha'arval of shlosh regalim, 3 Yom Tovim pass in no specific order. Oiver b'val ta'acher, you're oiver b'val ta'acher. Reb Shimon Omer has to be a specific order. Shlosh regalim kesidron. You have to go through a Pesach, a Shavuos, and a Sukkos. V'chag hamatzah is tchila. V'chein Reb Shimon ben Yochai Omer regalim pamim shloisha pamim arba pamim chamisha. So, for example, if you make a neder before Shavuos, you're going to have to go through 5 yontifs. Shavuos and Sukkos of the previous year, and then Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkos of the next year. Right? Not lifnei Pesach, shloisha. If you make a vow before Pesach, you have to go 3, because you go through Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkos. Lifnei Atzeres, chamisha. Right? If you make a vow before Shavuos, you got to go through Shavuos, Sukkos, and then Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkos. Lifnei Achag. If you make a neder before Sukkot, you got to go through 4. That year's Sukkot, and then the next year's Pesach, Shavuos, and Sukkot. Tan Rabbanan, Chayvei Hadomim. People who owe money to the Beis Hamikdash. V'arachim, people who owe erech vows. HaCharamim, somebody said cherem of my assets to the Beis Hamikdash. V'hahegdosher, somebody is magdish something to the Beis Hamikdash. Echates, an ashram, oile, shlomim, tzidkus, and maestros. Charities, Meisers, Bechor, Meiser, Pesach, all of these donative offerings. Leket, Shikha, Peya. You got to, when you drop something in the field or the corner of the field, and that has to go to the Aniyim. Kivan Sha'avra Le'an Shlosh Regolim Oiver Val Ta'acher. You have to give it to the person that is designated to be given to within 3 Yomim Tovim. Otherwise, you're Oiver Val Ta'acher. Reb Shimon Omer Shlosh Regolim Kesidron. It's not just 3 Yontifs. It's 3 Yontifs in a row. Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkos. Reb Meir is the most stringent. He says 1 yontif is enough. Any yontif. Rabbi Yezer ben Yaakov Rabbi Yezer says it has to be 2 yontifs. Rabbi Yezer Rab Shimon Omer Kivin Sha'avar Leim Chag HaSukkos Oiver Val Ta'acher. As long as you go through Sukkos, that's enough. So we have a 6-way machlokes. And the Gemara is going to analyze each shita. My time in the Tanakama that said you got to go through 3 regalim. Michti minayu solik. We're already talking about a yontiv. when we discussed this. So why did the Torah go through again and mention the 3 Yomim Tovim in that order? To tell me once you go through 3 Yomim Tovim is enough. Rab Shimon Omer Eina Tzarech Lomer b'Chag HaSukkos. You don't have to mention Chag HaSukkos. The whole parsha is talking about Chag HaSukkos. Shabo Diber Kosov Lama Nemar Lomer Shezeh Achron. To be over Baltachar, you have to go through a Seder, which is Pesach, Shavuos, Sukkos, which ends with Sukkos. Rab Meir said any one Yontif, my time. T'chsiv, Uvasa Shama v'Hevesam Shama. Means once you come to the Beis HaMikdash, you got to bring it, even the first time. The Rabbanan, what do they Rabbanan say with that? How do they understand that pasuk? Because it's a mitzvah saseh. It's who say it's a mitzvah saseh if you bring it after the first yontif. Rab Meir, given the Amar leRachmana Aisi, once the Torah told you bring it, v'lo Aisi memela kami Balta Acher. You can automatically trigger the lav of Balta Acher. Rabbi Yezer ben Yaakov was the Shita. We have to go through 2 Yomim Tovim. My time. Adchsiv Eile Ta'asu L'Hashem b'Moadechem, plural. Miut Moadim Shnayim. The minimum multiple Yom Tovim is 2. Rabbana, what do they say about that? They learned that pasuk for a different limud. Ahulach Rav Yoina. Rav Yoina. Hukshu kulam adim kulam zelazeh. Shekulam echad b'maltumas migdash ukdoshim. That the chatas that is brought in every yontiv is machaper for tumas migdash ukdoshim, the seir regalim. Rabbi Yezer, Rabbi Shimon, my time, Rabbi Yezer, Rabbi Shimon held that you have to go through Chag HaSukkos in order to trigger Balta Acher. The Tanya, Rabbi Yezer, Rabbi Shimon, Lo yomer Chag HaSukkos, Shebo Diber Kosov. Let the Torah, when it says Chag HaMatzos for Chag HaShavuos for Chag HaSukkos, doesn't have to say that. Lama Nemar, Lo yomer Shezeh Goyrim. It repeats Chag HaSukkos to say that it's got to go through a Sukkos to trigger the Balta Acher. What do they do with that limud? They learn it for the following limud. Shavuos is a 1-day yontiv. You have to bring a korban chagiga like all the other yomim tovim. But if you didn't bring it for that 1 day, you have tashlumim for another 6 days afterwards, for a total of 7 days. Or you have 7 days. Actually, you have a 7-day tashlumim. Mekish Chag HaShavuos Chag HaMatzos. Chag HaShavuos is compared to Chag HaMatzos. Ma Chag HaMatzos yesh lo tashlumim kol shiva. If you didn't bring the korban chagiga on the first day of Pesach, you have tashlumim all 7 days. Av Chag HaShavuos yesh lo tashlumim kol shiva. You have tashlumim for the next 6 days as well. V'leikesh l'Chag HaSukkos. Why isn't Shavuos maybe you should have 8 days? Malahal and Shmoyna Avkan Shmoyna. Gemara answers Shmini regel b'fnei atzmuhu. Shmini has its own yontiv. It's not considered a tashlumim of the first day of Sukkot. So Eimer darminim Shmini regel b'fnei atzmuhu pazer kshav. There are 6 aspects. Pay is for pious, that they have their own lottery of the Kohanim on Shmini Atzeres. The Zman means Shechianu, is a special Shechianu on Shmini Atzeres. And there's a special inyan of Aliyah L'Regel Shmini Atzeres. That's the Reish. The Kuf, Korban, it's got its own Korban Chagiga. It's got its own Shir, that's the Shin, and the Bey's got its own Bracha. Yom Shmini Chag HaTzeres says that during benching in Shmona Esrei. Avalinian Tashlum, they were called Tashlum Rishonu. But regarding Tashlumim, Shmini Atzeres is a Tashlumim for the first day of Sukkot. That nan. Mish Chag Yontav Arishon Shel Chag. You didn't bring Korban Chagi in the first day of Sukkot. Choygig is Kol HaRegel. You can do it the whole day of Sukkot and Yontav Achron Shel Chag and Shmini Atzeres. So the Gemara's question is, how can we learn Shavuos from Pesach and not from Sukkot? Comes a famous answer. Tafasta Meruba Loy Tafasta. Tafasta Mua Tafasta. If you have a choice to learn from something that teaches you 7 versus something that teaches you 8, Tafasta Meruba Loy Tafasta, take the least one. So El Lamai Hilchos HaKasver Echman Al Chag HaSukkos. So what halacha that Chag HaSukkos had to be mentioned? La Kushe LeChag HaMatzois, to compare Chag HaSukkos to Chag HaMatzois, Ma Chag HaMatzois To'un Lina. You have to stay in Yerushalayim even after the Yontifs. Av Chag HaSukkos To'un Lina. We'll learn this tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to learn at 7:30.
Okay.